All right. Welcome to Sideboard MTG, and it's time for a Dev's deck. Dev's got a $20 Vraska Deathtouch deck, and that's what we're going to be playing today. Pretty cool deck. Hope you guys like it. If you do, don't forget to give it that thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be doing all of Dev's budget decks, right? Like those are the ones I want to do, and from this point forward, like we're gonna do them with the budget, and then we're gonna play a couple games with the obvious upgrades. Now I'm not gonna go into like changing Dev's decks and things like that in major ways. Like the only change we made to the upgrade for today is we actually added the lands, right? Like we were playing the budget version of it. We're going to add the lands. We're going to add the 4 overgrown tombs. We're going to add the woodland cemeteries. So that's what we're going to do for games 3 and 4. But we're going to play 4 games. We're going to play 2 with the deck just as Dev has it, and then we're going to play 2 with the upgraded lands. So again, I'm not going to get into changing Dev's decks, but when he gives us upgrades, or if his comments are like, you got to run this card, and we might try some of that stuff. But other than that, we're gonna stick to Dev's decks, and hope you guys enjoy. So here we go. Like if you want to see a deck tech on it, you can check the information box. Go over and check out Dev. SBMTG used to be the guy on the couch, right? But no longer. Now he's the guy with the fish and the cats. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, if you want to go check out the deck tech, you can do that. But we're going to jump into some gameplay. The general idea of the deck is you want to just play Deathtouch creatures. You use your Deathtouch creatures to make sure that you can get in. We've got Vraska, who will make these Deathtouch creatures get bigger and bigger. I actually wanted to put regular 4 mana Vraska, like the original 4 mana Vraska, Golgari Queen, in the deck. I thought that it would be a lot of fun to play that card, just because they can't really block anyway, and then if you do get to ultimate her, it's gonna be mean. It's gonna be mean. Anyway, plus. Yeah, you guys love Eric on full tilt. Gotcha. Eric on full tilt. Well, we're gonna hope that we don't get on full tilt today, right? So we're just gonna go turn some Deathtouch stuff sideways, or actually block. We're gonna be like setting up some kind of board state or something. I don't know. Let's see how the deck plays. Alright, so we won the dice roll. We're definitely going to be on the play. We've got Foul Orchard into Foul Orchard. See what I mean? Like, those upgrades. But even if these would have both been woodland cemeteries, it would have still been very slow. I think I still keep, just because we have the 2 lands, we've got plays. Even though we're going to be a little behind, we've got plays. Getting a Orzhov Enforcer down is going to be, that's going to be fine. Red deck. Alright. Fanatical Firebrand. Alright. This might have been bad, ladies and gentlemen. This might have been bad. Oh, red deck. But Dev said this deck kind of preys on red deck, so we'll see. I mean, if Orzhov Enforcer kills both of these, then that's good, right? Light up the stage. I mean, he has to at least shoot the Orzhov Enforcer, and then the Orzhov Enforcer... Yeah, I think we play it. It's not horrible. We did hit our land drops. Like, I can't be mad about this. This is what we get for budget, right? Shock. Alright. So that it cost him a card, and now maybe it'll cost him something like a Fanatical Firebrand. Do we do that? I guess. This way, yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll play Azareth next turn. Hired Poisoner. That's Deathtouch. Yeah, let's. He's still got 4 cards in hand. I would like to see him use like. But if we just play the Hired Poisoner, he can go Goblin Chain Whirler. We can. There's a number of things he can do. All right. I'm gonna play the Azareth. What's up, Madness? How you doing, sir? All right. How does he do this? I mean, if we block, he shoots. If we block, he shocks. I think I really just want to attack again, or attack and activate for Orzhov Enforcer. Okay, he's got 4 mana. Hard fire. Okay. That's mean. It's mean. It's just mean. 2 more mana he didn't use. He just left it tap. Okay. Alright. Leyline Prowler's not bad here. I mean, we can also Hired Poisoner and shoot this. That's not bad. Leyline Prowler means that we get into Vraska Swarm's Eminence next turn, though. If he doesn't have a Lightning Strike for it. Or another Heartfire. I think I want to force him to add a little more to the board. Like, this is not, like, just so you guys know, Rabid Bite's not fight. It's just one-sided when your creature has Deathtouch. So, this is pretty good. Pretty good. Theo, what's up, Uncle? Was it Chavo? Oh, no. What do we do here? Risk factor, deal 4 damage to you. Yeah, I guess. Can't let you have 3 cards. Alright, so now we're definitely going Leyline Prowler. Do we start attacking? I mean, it is red deck. We do have to finish this game. Eventually, he will burn us out. So, yeah, I guess. He hits land. Is this a Chain Whirler? Nope, it's a risk factor. I'm going to say no and let him have the cards. It's so bad. I just don't want to drop that low. Oh man, that's horrible, Justin. I don't wish that on anyone. All right, Lightning Strike to him. That's. I'm gonna get the Vraska down. Down tick Vraska and swing. So now we've got a 2/2 that lives through a Goblin Chain Whirler. We have a Deathtouch creature that can block a Get to Lava Runner. He's got land. And what do we got? Is this Chain Whirler? We're waiting on Chain Whirler. Wizard's Lightning on the Vraska. Okay, well, there's 3 more in the deck. Goblin Chain Whirler. Okay. You don't scare me, Chain Whirler. And again, I'm going to keep attacking here. That's being really risky with my life total, but I think we're okay. Alright, this is not bad. least I get to get the Leyline Prowler down and keep pressuring life totals. And we get to keep open the Direfleet Poisoner. Like, Leyline Prowler is really good because of the lifelink. Like, he has to burn this if he has removal. And that's going to be our way back into this. Skewer the critics. Oh, man. Alright, alright. I'm gonna stop stopping him in his upkeep. It's rude. Chandra, come on! Well, not Vraska, right? We need something better than Vraska. I don't know. That's not horrible. We've got a bunch of creatures in the deck, so I'm gonna down tick and see if I can get a card. Poison tipped archer is fine. I mean, now he's getting more cards per turn. Oh, this is so dangerous. We've got to close this out. I may end up playing the Direfleet Poisoner just for an additional threat. So we'll see here. I'm going to pull up his exile here. All right, Chandra exiles a shock. All right. Well, we're definitely probably going to play the Direfleet Poisoner because if he goes for, well, I guess he'll shock here towards Vivian, which is fine. I can still play this this poison tipped archer. Alright, so we'll get the poisoner down. That's pretty decent. Because this puts lethal on him next turn, and I'm still going to kill the Chandra. Like, this just works out perfect. Because we make the token and then just sack the token to kill the Chandra outright, and then we just pass back, right? Like that drawing her was just the perfect draw because it meant that we had lethal on the following turn and we got to shut down some of his card draw. So that was great. That was great. What's up, Scott? Spark Harvest the Chandra. We did, but I was going to swing first. I needed to, get some creatures down and, go get that route. It was a little loose play, but it worked. All right, so we know he's a Chandra deck. Yeah, you did. What's up, man? Spark Harvest. Are we that worried about Chandra though? I guess we kind of have to be. Duress may not be horrible. Cry of Carnarium may not be horrible. Because if he can get a few creatures down, and then he can use his burn to remove all of my creatures, then he can just keep pressuring and then burn us out late. So I am a little worried about that. The Assassin's probably not what we're really looking for here. Like, I think I can cut the Assassin and bring in... See, this won't actually kill a Runaway Steamkin, though, will it? It'll remove all the counters off of it, but I'm only going to be removing, what, 2 counters? What's up, Zach? I think I want Cry the Carnarium, and... I might just leave everything else. I mean, maybe... Well, Spark Harvest will still destroy a creature. We definitely want the Rabid Bites, because that's going to be one of our premium pieces removal. Zareth for... return. Like, the deck's already kind of set towards mono red, so I'm not going to make a ton of changes. Maybe drop a 1/1. I mean, these would probably be our one of our weakest cards because the 1 power. Bring in Cry the Carnarium. Yeah, maybe we just drop all of the 1 power guys and go with Duress and Cry. Let's try that. Let's try that on the draw. See if we can like make sure that he doesn't have Chandras, and you know, make sure that maybe Crushing Canopy was the right one to bring in instead, because you know we would be able to destroy Fanatic or Experimental Frenzy. But Duress will actually pull it, you know, proactively too. So I'm gonna keep this hand. It's not the greatest in the world, but we can turn 3 Vivian. We can turn 4 Spark Harvest if we have to. We can rip something out of his hand on turn 1. So we'll see. Oh man, perfect. It's loving us today. Aid the Fallen seems good. That is good. That is a pretty good card. All right, so wow, Cry the Carnarium's not going to be the greatest card in the world. We take a risk factor, we cost him a card, and then he has to do it again. I think I'm just going to take Light Up the Stage, because I don't want him to shock and then light up the stage. So I think Light Up the Stage is the proper card there to take. Yeah, I mean, he had risk factor, he had shock, Scare the Critics. I mean, if he keeps drawing lands, then, you know, he's okay. So he drew a Fanatical Firebrand, so we still know the cards in his hand. Fanatical Firebrand makes Cry of the Carnarium better. And he's going to skewer me? Is this a skewer? It is a skewer. Okay. Right, so there's Swarm's Eminence. I would like an Orzhov Enforcer right now. Orzhov Enforcer would be fair. Alright, so let's see what he plays here. He does get a Light Up the Stage. Alright, so his exiled cards are Shock and Fanatical Firebrand. So he can shock me now, Firebrand me next turn. Man, that plays around the Cry of the Carnarium real well, doesn't it? So we know he's going to play Fanatical Firebrand next turn. So do I just take another? Play Vivian, down tick? And then he kills her? Maybe if we just uptick and go from there. Make him try to put some resources towards Vivian. Like maybe we use Vivian as a life total instead of card advantage. Feels bad, right? Feels real bad. Alright, so he shocks and shoots. Shock. No, shock me. Attack me. Alright. Kind of want to just Cry of the Carnarium here. Because we know he has a shock, and I don't want him to be able to pair shock with Leyline Prowler. So Cry of the Carnarium, down tick Vivian. We'll take Direfleet Poisoner because it's the only one we can cast. So now he can shock Vivian, take her to 1. Risk factor. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna let him have the cards. We're kind of pulling ahead at this point, and I think that we can do some trickery here. So we're just gonna pass the turn. Alright, so we know he played the risk factor. I want him to play something like a Get to Lava Runner. We know he still has a shock in hand, though. Ooh. Chandra. So he exiles a land. He already played a land this turn, so he can't play another. I'm going to Leyline Prowler and Orzhov Enforcer. And, you know, of course, this is on his turn. Ooh, wow. Leyline Prowler again. We're going to give this vigilance and reach. I'm just going to go ahead and get my damage in, and we're going to spark our the Chandra. Seems fair, right? Seems fair. That Spark Harvest is that card's it's a real card. It's a real card. I'm amazed. Lightning Strike. Alright, so we're gonna Leyline Poisoner. Or not Leyline, we're gonna Leyline and Poisoner. There we go. Leyline Poisoner. Ooh, Zareth. Oh man, I wish I could cast that. So we have to take the swamp. Do we Azareth here, or do I just... I mean, he can't really turn it sideways, right? We know he has Shock still. We don't know what the last card in his hand is. He does still have a risk factor in the grave. Vishino Pyromancer. Okay. What else does he have? Is this going to be the risk factor? I bet it. I bet it is. Oh, Scare the Critics on Vraska. Well, okay. Ooh, Spark Harvest. That's so good. I'm actually going to... Hold on. Target creature or planeswalker. We're going to kill that. Pay for it with this. And now we can play Azareth. No point in swinging with the Direfleet Poisoner. I mean, he would just trade with Vishino Pyromancer, and this way we just get in our lifelink. So we got this one for sure. I think so too. I think so too, Scott. All right, so not bad, not bad. Beat. It seemed kind of clunky. Yeah, maybe it was. It got there though. I mean, we fought through risk factors, and just the fact that the creatures have that keyword of Deathtouch. That's the real big key right there. Is like they don't want to trade. You know, their dudes for 1/1s or even 2/2s. So yeah. Well, I mean, the first game felt clunkier because it was Foul Orchard. Very foul game that was. Oh, bad pun. I'm sorry, Dev. I'm sorry. That was just unworthy. All right, we'll get into another game here. Yeah, how we choose the target, then pay the mana, then sack. Well, you do it as the card reads, and I just got it out of order. That's all. Arena does the same thing. Arena can be really clunky. built a very similar deck a few weeks ago, but didn't have much luck with it. Cool. The real question is, how does it stack up against Hero? Well, according to devs, no, this is according to the deck tech. It don't do so good. That's what he said. He was like, this is not, a deck for, against Esper Hero decks and things like that. But, apparently it does really well against Mono Red. And we just seen it against Mono Red, and it did pretty good. Hero by Skillet plays in the background. Nah. All right. We need an opponent. Let's see. How do I join this? Still no opponent. The real question is, how does the deck stack up? I've already read that one. Come on. Where's King Leo when we need him? So what? Like, you guys have had a day to think about it, right? What are your real thoughts on the new Chandras, right? Like, are any of them really playable? I mean, I've definitely thought about the 3 Chandras over the past since I found out about them last night. Past what, 10 hours? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I think the 6 mana one may be playable. I'm not 100%. We'll have to see how it plays out. But I don't really like the others. The 3 mana ones seems really interesting, and if there's a world where there's some extra red planeswalkers that you really want to use, I mean, it probably fits into Sarkhan, right? Probably fits into a Sarkhan deck. You probably got a Saheeli Ra in that deck. Maybe even running Tibalt in that deck. So, I mean, there's probably a deck in there somewhere, mono red walkers or something like that. You can definitely run current Chandra, being able to uptick her to get her to ultimate even quicker. So, I mean, there might be a world where the 3 mana one, sees play in a mono red walker deck, or something of that nature. Which, I mean, if any deck was going to run the 3 mana, I guess the deck that would run the 6 mana would probably, or they would be the same deck. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Looking forward to Mythic Chandra with land destruction control. Ooh. Okay. All right. That seems vicious. Very vicious. You don't care if they're playable. You're building a deck around them next format. See, that's it right there. That's the heart of this community right there. Playable or not, we still got to try it. We got to try it. I love it. I love it. 3 mana Chandra and 6 mana Chandra are busted. Uncommon Chandra isn't bad either, but not totally noteworthy. A set based around Chandra seems like it could push mono red even more. Okay, so is there a world where Wizards is looking at the number of people playing mono red and saying, this has got to be everybody's favorite archetype? This is a hypothetical, and says, let's cater to mono red players. Is there a world where that happens? Paranoid Eric, right? Anyway, we might get Elemental Tribal next format. See, I was thinking red-green. Like, Outgrowth Walker is an Elemental. I don't... Like, you'd have to run, like, Path to Discovery to really get any good value out of him. But we would only have that for, what, 3 months before it rotated out? Well, I don't think we keep a 0-lander. So... You think of replacing 1 Tezzeret in that deck from yesterday with 6 mana Chandra? Use her as the kill? I mean, that could work. I think Man, if we draw land, we get into these Orzhov Enforcers. If we don't, we're dead. Risk it for the biscuit. I mean, we've got you know what? We've got a scry. I'll put this on the bottom. We have a scry. We're on the draw. So we have two more cards to see. We can see 3 cards looking for a land. I think it's worth it. Oh, good. All right. Card 1, bust. Card 2, bust. Card 3, give me a land. So you're saying there's a chance? I mean, come on, 20 lands in the deck, 1 out of 3. I think you're supposed to keep this hand. We got 2 drops, and then we can cast everything for 4 or less. We can get our 3 drop down. We get to, we'll see. It does also have to be a swamp. So we want to trade Enforcer here, right? Instead of trading the 2/2. Like either we trade it, he gets a land, he gets a ramp. Yay. We'll see. You have Runaway Steamkin, the Elemental Horses from M19. Oh, the Elemental Horses. I forgot about. I didn't even think about them. I did not even think about them. Runaway Steamkin, yeah. I mean, if in red and green, there might be quite a few. He just didn't swing. Ooh, Drova of the Mighty. So would our Rabid Bite kill the Drover? I don't think our Rabid Bite killed the ranging Raptors. Target creature we control. Target it. Deals damage to target we don't control. Alright. I didn't want him to have that much mana, because Drover of the Mighty would have produced another blue, which can put him in stealing my creature territory. And I didn't want that. Which I probably won't swing here. Or I probably won't block here. Knew he was going to swing. He needs that extra blue if he wants to steal my Orzhov Enforcer. He wants to protect Kasmina. Alright. I mean, it works either way for him, right? He's expecting to trade it. New Spider-Man movie coming out. What? How funny is it that Chandra is going to be dealing with elementals in the next sense, since elemental themes of her card right after War of in-game Affinity. Okay. Kind of similar to the Spider-Man. I don't know. I mean, he still hasn't down-ticked Kasmina. Alright, we'll do it. I mean, we got to start making these trades at some point, right? I think I still want to spend my mana this turn and get down the Direfleet Poisoner. I assume he just gets another blue. I mean, he may get some other color together, but... yeah, I'm gonna play the Poisoner here. Because we're so hurt on mana. This is turn 5 and we only have 2 mana. That'll help in the near future. I will pressure Kasmina here, though. Like, so right now, Rabid Bite would cost, wow, 4 mana. Ooh. Daggerback Basilisk. Why isn't that in our deck? Its ventricles weep venom, and it consumes only poison. Wow, so it eats poison. He's gonna eat us because we've got poisoners. I mean, I guess we let him gain 2 life. It's a weird deck. It's an enraged deck. That's pretty cool. This way we can just keep swinging over for 2 in the air. Oh, we hit the land. We hit the land. %100% playing this card. 100%. Please don't have a negate or a spell pierce. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Dude! Whatever, man. Whatever. Sir Garza 0290. That was going to be great. So rude. Jeez. The opponent's deck must be super budget like ours. Well, you know what? Some people play in some super budget stuff, right? I do want to point out that Sir Eccles must have just put a deck over on the Sideboard MTG subreddit, so if you guys want to check that out, jump over there and do so. Bye-bye Kazmina for the wizard. He got rid of Essence Scatter, which that's okay for us. Do I trade this? No. Because I can always trade like a 1/1 for it. Or you could just kill it. I'm going to play the Poisoner. This will give me more mana when I play Azareth next turn. And I get the Hired Poisoner out. So we get the Prowler and we get the Hired Poisoner. I mean, he's on 0 cards right now, so we can start changing the game here a little bit. Worst case scenario, I can always pay full price for Spark Harvest if I have to. I do want to start trading cards off, right, though, because I want to get this battlefield to the point where I can swing with Azareth and not lose Azareth. Because I think that's going to be one of my best bets is to be able to start like forcing my card advantage with Azareth. So I am going to start trading some cards off here. Or not. Spark Harvest. It's so good. Alright, we know we're doing this. Alright, so let's think about it here. We go. Of course we do. Of course we do. Yep. We swing here and swing here. What if he doesn't block, right? What if he doesn't block? We'll swing like that. We want him to block something. Like I will take Wizard. Perfect. There we go. That's what I expect. And then we're just going to sacrifice our 2 flyers to clear the battlefield so that Azareth can start swinging next turn. So we're definitely going to get rid of the dinosaur dude, and we'll sacrifice a flyer. Like, I get it, sacrificing a flyer is a little dangerous, but like if this plan works, whoa. If the plan works, then we can start getting our Orzhov Enforcers back. just posted your Abzan fall deck, Fall of Thrawn deck. All right, blow up some lands. Armageddon. Ooh, got there. This deck's sweet. I mean, we're playing against some other budget decks, but it's pretty sweet. All right. I like seeing budget decks on MTGO. Budget decks normally mean new people are playing the game, so that's always pretty sweet. Cry, Price of Betrayal, Aid the Fallen seems okay. He might have a board state, so you know, the Ocarina of Time Assassin. What do you call it? Hey, Ocarina. Sorry. Again, not worthy. Spark Harvest was so clutch there, but I don't even think that I would have like had to have had it. Crushing Canopy. I mean, are we really thinking about enchantments here? What do I take out? I really want these Aid the Fallens. I guess just a couple poisoners, right? I mean, we're on the draw. I'll just take out a couple poisoners and... Are we talking about Ocarina Assassin? Yes, we were. We had everything for this list on Arena except for 3 Dire Fleet poisoners. Yeah. Didn't feel like burning the wild cards. Right? Turn 1 Orchard, and just have fun from there, right? That's how the deck works. Seems good. Opt. Is the music too loud? Well, I always adjust it at every stream, trying to fade in and out at the beginning of the stream. Oh, that's gonna be... It's gonna be me. We're gonna play this. This Deathtouch deck's pretty sweet, guys. Sweet. I mean, just pulling the extra Orzhov Enforcer seems great because, you know, now we have, Essence Scatter. That's fine. Because if we get our Vivian down on 3, then we can Orzhov Enforcer at instant speed, or Zarv at instant speed. Yeah, actually, it's not bad at all. Hope he doesn't have more Essence Scatters, or actually I hope he doesn't have a Negate. No Nagate. That equals no Nagate. Don't Spell Pierce me. Ooh, don't you Spell Pierce me. We do get to downtick this if it resolves. Don't you do it. Creature. Alright, so look at the top 3 cards of your library, exile 1 face down, and put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. As long as it remains exiled, you may look at that card, and you may cast it if it's a creature card. So we need it to be a creature. And then we'll put these on the bottom. Alright. Pass. This should get good. This will be fun. If it even remotely starts to go well right here, this will be fun. We just need him to start swinging at us. Ranging Raptors. All right. So I assume that he attempts to attack me, right? Alright, there's his Deathtouch guy. We'll just We'll rabbit bite that thing. We'll bite it. Kind of want to ley line poisoner here. I mean, I guess Izarth is the proper play though, right? Like just give him the mana. Ooh. I gotta do it. Gots to do it. Like, we have the opportunity to take out this elf. I mean, it's gonna be like land parity for him though, but he's coming at my girl all wrong. I think I actually just take out. I mean, we get to keep a dude around if we do it this way. Alright, I'm gonna do it this way. And then we can still rabbit bite his Deathtouch guy. That works. This all works. It's all just lovely. Lovely. I'm actually going to be in no hurry here. I don't have to rabbit bite right now. I'm willing to trade the hired poisoner for his Deathtouch guy. Because right now we can play Izarth and hired poisoner. That's okay. Vivian is so good in this deck, guys. Oh, she's so good. Alright, so bam and bam. We just trade here, block here. We get to swing back at him this turn. I mean, yeah, he's going to go get a land. He's got one card left in hand. We've got great card advantage going on right now. Does he really want to block with this? Is there a blue dinosaur, 3-mana blue dinosaur we've got to worry about? Right. Like, we're alright. Just going to give her vigilance and reach, because that seems good. You know, there's no point in giving him that. So, what do we want back here? Orzhov Enforcer? So, yeah, we'll just grab the Orzhov Enforcer. You don't think a green blue 3-mana dino exists? I don't think so either. It might. It might. It could happen. But I don't think so. He might have some big dino next turn. I mean, what dino bothers us though, right? I don't think there's a dino that really scares us here. Even Carnage Tyrant doesn't. He's not terrifying. We're at 20 life. This is just not the deck I expect to be playing Carnage Tyrant unless he's only got a couple of them. Alright, in step. We're going to Leyline Prowler here. Sure. Land. Down tick. Just get another card. Now she's gotten even more cards. Assassin. It's pretty good. We're just gonna have this guy do all the killing. so we can gain life. Like it matters. Right? Let's get back another Orzhov Enforcer, and this is really good. we said blue. We said blue. Yeah, one blue and two colorless discount. Jank Ranging Raptors. Well, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Watch, we're gonna put the good lands in, and now all of a sudden the deck's gonna be horrible. All right. So for those of you that didn't catch the beginning of the stream, we are doing Dev's deck today. This is we played 2 games with the deck just as he presented it. It is a $20 budget deck. We did come up against some other kitchen table-esque decks and had a blast. Was able, well, okay, mono red was not kitchen table-esque, right? It was the risk factor version, but he had Chandras, so it's a pretty good version of mono red. Did have Goblin Chain Whirlers and things like that, so we did get to face against Goblin Chain Whirler. Didn't see any Experimental Frenzy, so I don't know how well the deck would go if an Experimental Frenzy went off, but then again, what decks can survive an Experimental Frenzy going off? Now we're going to jump into an upgraded version of the deck. Now, if you want to run this upgrade, it's going to cost you the price of lands, right? I changed no card in the main deck. I changed no card in the sideboard. However, we did upgrade the lands just to see if the deck runs any smoother. We did have a case against mono red where it would have mattered, possibly. Just depends on whether or not the Foul Orchards were overgrown tombs or if the Foul Orchards are woodland cemeteries, and nobody can really know that. Can we have Contempt now? I don't think I want Contempt. I don't think I want Contempt, dude. I would so much rather pay like a 2-drop and 1 mana to deal with that. This Spark Harvest felt so good. It may not be enough, but Spark Harvest just felt great. And then, as far as Planeswalkers go on the sideboard, Price of Betrayal is on my radar. I forgot this card was there. And with the sheer number of Planeswalkers that are out there right now, I mean, they're playing Teferi anyway, right? Like, they're playing Teferi anyway, so I'm now working at sorcery speed 90% of the time, unless I'm not against the Teferi. So, Price of Betrayal, just no Teferi. Get out of him. It also works even if they don't down-tick a Narset. You can get rid of a Narset. This is 5 counters. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. So, Price of Betrayal, I like it. I like it. Anyway, for the upgrades, we've still got, the Memorial to Folly that Dev had in the deck. We've got Overgrown Tombs, and then I just added some prettier forests. That's all. But the only upgrades are in the mana base. I'm not changing Dev's deck at all unless he gives us upgrades at the end of his videos, some things that he can do and that we could put in the deck. And honestly, the more I looked at the deck, the more I was like, I don't really think it needs a whole lot. I like this little deck. It's pretty sweet. Anyway, we're gonna jump into some games with the more expensive mana base, the non-budget mana base, and go from there. Honestly, if I was going to add any other card to the deck, I think Golgari Queen would be the 4-mana Golgari Queen would be on my radar to fit in this deck somewhere. If I was going to add anything beyond that, Assassin's Trophy maybe in the sideboard somewhere, and that would be about the gist of what I would want to add to this deck. I'm going to keep this. We do hit this same thing over again, right? This happened again. This is a bad hand. I'm not keeping this. We're going to mulligan. No! And we're on the play. We're going to mulligan this too. Alright. I'm gonna put that on the bottom. Maybe I should have went to 4. The upgraded version's not better. Yeah, upgraded lands are so much worse, right? I mean, those could have been the foul orchard. We'll never know. You think this deck could use trophy, but what deck couldn't? Right? Like, all decks could probably make some use of trophy. Trophy's a good card. Oh, we're gonna die. Zombies. Oh, mismatched lands. We're alright. We're alright. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Like, this is the ultimate sacrilege on mix matching your lands. White border and black border. Ooh, that's boom, boom, boom. Well, we're not dead yet. Okay, we're not dead yet. You thought we'd be upgrading more than a mana base? Fair enough. Fair enough. I just didn't want to get into. Yeah, I get it. I get it, opponent. I didn't want to get. I don't want to go down the path of changing Dev's decks. Like that's just not what I want to do. But in Dev's videos, and I've done it in the past. In Dev's videos, he states, you know, that these are some cards that he would play with, and I'll upgrade accordingly based on what Dev says. Start rewinding. Forget I was watching you live. Started rewinding. Forget you was watching. Well, welcome back. Most of that died to this, to Cry of the Carnarium, so I'm assuming that he has quite a few little creatures. This is just so hard for me to take out. I'll take out the assassin, and I guess one poisoner. What's up, Boros? What? Oh, and of course, Boros. I thought Mr. Boons was here. I think of Boros and Natasha from Rocky and Bullwinkle every time I hear Boros. Alright, opponent. We've sideboarded. We're ready to go. I would almost always bring this in. Seems good, right? Like, I would almost, like, mainboard this over Ocarina Assassin. But I get it. Ocarina Assassin's pretty good. Where's Boros been, anyway? He stops in from time to time. Started rewinding, forgetting he was watching me live. I do that. Not again! I mean, we have a 1-drop. We have a bunch of 2-drops. It's an overgrown tomb. Sorry. You guys are like, why does he keep doing this? Because it's magic and I want. It's horrible, right? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Got bored and left. Aw, that's rude. You shouldn't say things like that. You should never even mention that people would get bored and leave. You don't get bored. You're here for life. Got bored. This is my moderator, y'all. Like, jeez. Alright, so our opponent played a Stitcher Supplier here and milled over Spark Harvest and Midnight Reaper along with Cabal Stronghold. So, I mean, he is zombies. Mono black zombies, I assume. I mean, we've got another Warzov Enforcer, right? Just go ahead and make him mill some more. I guess he blocks. Isn't that what it's made for? I mean, we got to use our creatures eventually to kill his creatures, but that Diregraph Ghoul doesn't exactly, and that doesn't startle me a lot. Alright, so we just use this as a kill spell. I like this here. Boom. What just happened? I'm actually willing to take 2 here. Which is bad that I actually played that, but... Ooh. What does that do for us? Nothing. So we just bring it in tap. Yeah, I'll trade an Enforcer for the Stitcher Supplier. We actually get to swing for 3 here and start pressuring the opponent. I mean, he's not going to block, I don't think. So if he blocks, we're in a really good spot. I mean, he's a Deathtouch deck too, so... Oh, I guess I could have Spark Harvest sacked the Enforcer, right? So maybe I should have paid the 2 life. Alright, so let's not compound that mistake. Alright, so if I've made a mistake here and I should have Spark Harvest to get rid of the Death Baron. Or should I? Do I even care? I don't think I care. No, you just don't talk about that. You don't get bored in the stream. I get the got Boros and I don't know. No. Oh, Graveyard Marshal. That's got to go. All right, so I'm all right with. Graveyard Marshal's still a card. I forgot this was a card. That is a card. That is a card. Do I really want to sacrifice one of my Deathtouch creatures here? Because Deathtouch is going to be very, very important. Yeah, Oh, it's as an additional cost? Oh, come on. So it's not... I thought it was or pay 4 mana. So it's actually 5 mana to cast that. Wow, alright. I guess I don't have a choice then. Gotta kill this Graveyard Marshal. The advantage he will get off of Graveyard Marshal is... It's just too much. Yeah, I can't let him... I can't let him do the Graveyard Marshal things. Sideboard MTG, could you tell Luca Laurel to back out of the stream and reload as they may not be seeing live chat? Or you can just push the button that says live right there, right? Like it just says live and you just tap it right there and it'll always make sure that you're live. So if you walk through the house and your Wi-Fi gets slow and you like drag behind into the stream a little bit and then you get back to the router, just tap live again, you'll catch back up. So like you can do that. Or you can back out and just reload. Doesn't matter. What do I want to kill here? We gotta kill some stuff. Do we stop the 2-3? Deal with the army later, I guess. I mean, might as well. Allows to tap Reaver. I mean, this is really good in a zombie deck. I forgot there were this many zombie payoffs. We've got to play some mono black zombies at this point. I think we're just poison tipped archer here. So, how is this? I really got to get rid of this Death Baron. This deck that's got all poison, like Deathtouch creatures is just, it's horrible. That's right. We can cast zombie creatures from the graveyard now. And it can kill my stuff. So disheartening. So I've got to take this hit for 6 right here so that I can attack the Liliana. Yeah. I don't know, he's not going to be down ticking. Put the top 3 cards of your library if at least one or that he can gain 2 and then hit me for 2. I mean, I can't let him just drain me. I mean, he's going to have zombies. So mono black zombies. Here, and you can see things now. Thanks, people. Welcome back. I don't think I have a choice but to attack Liliana. I can't let him just drain me. It'd be brutal. We have 0 down. That's his name. We have 0 down. Okay. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Alright. Alright. Next game. Next game. Hey, we're 2-1. We're 2-1. We're not doing so well with the upgraded version. Seems like worse lands makes a better deck. We didn't change anything else though, and I can't believe that adding those lands make the deck worse. So I just can't. Alright, here we go. Would we like to play first? Yes, we would. We won the dice roll. It's a slow hand, but I really like Vivian. Ocarina Assassin's okay. We haven't played it yet, so hey, let's give it a shot. And the land won't hurt us. Also, it wouldn't matter if it was a Foul Orchard. So, like we were playing the other mana base. Wouldn't matter. Not in this particular sense. I mean, we got some assassins. We'll see if he actually plays something next turn. If he does play something next turn that doesn't actually like pressure Vivian, man, we're just gonna slam that Vivian and we'll be looking all right from there. Treasure map. All right, sweet. So Vivian's gonna rock out. Damn. Oh, I could have upticked it, right? No creature, but I could have still upticked it. Could have down-ticked as well. I don't think he's going to deal with it, but maybe I do down-tick. Yeah. Well, I know what I want to be casting right now, so yeah, I'm just going to uptick. I could go cards, but is he going to bounce it? Maybe. If he goes to bounce it with like Blink of an Eye or something, then I just play a creature in response. Anticipate. Okay. I did make a mistake by not upticking the first turn. And maybe I'm making a mistake by not like guaranteeing a card here, but I think we're alright. There's a Karn. There be a Karn. You can have a Dimir Guildgate. I'm definitely going to start down ticking now. Yep. Messed up by not down ticking because I would have gotten the poison tipped archer and then I would have drawn the Vraska, right? You guys got me. You got me. I guess I pressured the Karn. The Vraska would have put a lot of pressure on the Karn because we would have made a dude that would have potentially killed Vraska. Or killed Karn. This is going to be a hard outrun. I mean, we do get to go Orzhov Enforcer, and I don't know. Is it better to just play one creature that deals? Yeah, I think so. No, because we got to play around the Sinister Sabotage, right? I actually want to resolve the Orzhov Enforcer more than I want to resolve the Assassin, so that's why I'm going this route. Ooh, another mistake by not doing it in the end step. See, I'm only good for about 3 games. Right, one little mistake, it just continues to hurt, right? Like, but then again, you know, it's not always easy to just even be able to see those mistakes. Like, you know, okay, that was, or see the compounded lines from the mistakes. So, I always do try to point those out when I see them, even though it makes me look bad. I am going to just go for another card here. Azareth's not bad, but we ain't got anything in the graveyard right now. I do like Azareth, though. Yeah. Can't get that Vraska Swarm's Eminence. Put that back in the deck. Put that back in the deck. Pass the turn. So Azareth's not the greatest thing in the world right now, but it should be better later. Is this when I need to try to resolve my poison tipped archer, or does he then down tick Karn and get a Phyrexian Scriptures, right? So one of the big ones for Azareth is she does help me play through the Phyrexian Scriptures that we know that he has in out here. So these are his. He's got a Sinister Sabotage and a Phyrexian Scriptures. Put a card from exile. He did get the Phyrexian Scriptures. Okay, so. And there's the Scriptures. Come on, put a 1/1 counter on my dude. Do it. Do it. Put a 1/1 counter on one of my dude. Oh, come on, man. They gonna kill you. I don't see a reason to play anything here. Like, this is definitely going to be all about card advantage. Karn, dude. He's still got a ton of mana though. Sir Boomalot. Sir Boomalot. I'm just going to keep my mana so that I can try to rebuild after Scriptures goes off. None of this mattered. Like, as far as the Vivian thing. Like, I assessed at the beginning of last turn, did that matter? Like, and with Phyrexian Scriptures, it did not, so. Alright, so now he's going to be able to exile all cards from all opponents' graveyards. So we're going to lose these dudes. Tezzeret. Tezzeret. He gets to draw 2 cards here if he wants them. We do need to be able to pressure Tezzeret. SRF is actually the best pressure for Tezzeret. I think I have to try to get this Zareth down. Yeah. I mean, that's the way we're going to get the card advantage to stay into this fight. And you... Dang it. Alright. Oh, Spark Harvest is good. I mean, he would just block anyway, right? Got him. Got him. Do we cast this now? Poison Tipped Archer right now seems okay. So does Vraska. Okay. I think I play the Poison Tipped Archer now. Do you have a counter? I mean, I figure if he had a counter, he would have stopped the Tezzeret from dying. Spark Harvest is pretty good in this deck. Like, this is the deck for Spark Harvest. Card's good. I like it. Doubt he'd want to waste wild cards to build this deck. Curious why I'm not on MTGO and not MTGA. So in order to play to make the type of content that I personally make, where I play just everyone's deck, I would have to own every single card on MTGA, and it's about $1,000, and like just a normal dude, stay-at-home dad. I don't really have $1,000 to throw at a video game, so that's why. I mean, I've always had a decent computer, so getting into streaming wasn't like the worst thing in the world. But I didn't have a ton of money to to just throw into a video game. So that's why. And I have access. Like, I can pay. Like, you can have a $10 subscription to manatraders, and you can actually like play standard. So like $30 every set. Like the value. Like, you wouldn't get most of a set for $30, right? So, I mean, but yeah, pay $30 every set, and then all of a sudden you have, I don't know, it's more affordable this way. You can just rent from manatraders and play all the Magic you want. I probably should have done something last turn. I don't know. I wasn't even looking. Wow, he played an Ugin and a Tezzeret. Okay. Maybe I should have just rabbit bite that, so I can start getting a card. Right, because I can't block it. I can sure swing at one of them Tezzerets with it, though. This is fine. This is fine. I'm not even. I don't even think this was a mistake. So, which one do we kill first? Ugin? Right. All right. So we have to kill the Ugin construct. We need him to swing at us with a Thopter, and then we kill the Ugin construct while our assassin's still alive. Pooey. Opponent. Whatever. swing at? Vivian. She's the real threat. we do gotta get rid of this Ugin's problem. You're liking the electro swing or whatever this is. So all the music here on Sideboard MTG is from OC Remix. It's a channel here on YouTube. You can go check them out. They're a non-profit organization, and they just have royalty-free music. It might not fit everyone's genre because almost all of the music either comes from an old video game or something 8-bit or something like that. So. Another planeswalker from the opponent. I'm done. You got me. It's over. I'm beat. Alright. So the opponent actually doesn't have a ton of creatures. So I'm going to take the Rabbit Bites out. Right? We don't need the Assassin since he doesn't have creatures. I can't believe I kept taking this out even against the creature decks, though. I mean, it's crazy. I really want to bring in, like, all of this, right? Maybe even this. Direfleet Poisoner is not the greatest thing in the world. I actually like the Leyline Prowlers still. Mazarth is still card advantage if we can get that rocking. Orzhov Enforcer requires more than one piece of removal to take out. So I guess just a hired poisoner. Just take out a couple hired poisoners for a little bit more card advantage, and I just for all the card advantage. Crushing Canopy would kill a flyer, but I don't want to spend 3 mana to kill a Thopter, right? I think that we're better off by just like stopping them from getting something like a Thopter beforehand. So I just don't think it's worth it to bring it in for a Thopter, and it only kills enchantments, not artifacts. So not really what I'm looking for here. I mean, he could have some enchantments like the Saga, Phyrexian Scriptures that I want to destroy. But again, I think we can survive that. I'm gonna keep this hand. Looks okay. We don't have enough black sources to actually get the Azarath down, but I may not want to do that real early anyway. So let's see what's dangerous here, right? He's got 2 lands. Is Scriptures the dangerous card? So, or is Essence Scatter? I think it's Scriptures or Karn. I'm gonna take the Scriptures. I think that's the card that I don't want him to have as the sweeper. I mean, that kind of hurts. Like, I hope I get like an Enforcer or something. If we don't hit something here soon, we're just going to get Essence Scattered. And we need to hit a Swamp. Schwamp. Don't let him have Karn advantage. It'll probably happen. Like, this would be a huge advantage. Like, I don't know. We probably still couldn't force him to fire it off until we had put too much onto the battlefield. Maybe I should have taken the Karn. Alright, so we know he's played these cards. We need something that'll bite at Essence Scatter. So we're gonna let him anticipate here. Alright, so there's the anticipate. We know 3 of the 5 cards in hand, now 6 cards in hand. He draws for the turn, now 7 cards in hand. Jeez. Alright, so he's got Essence Scatter. I guess I just play the Poison Tipped Archer and see if that will bite a Scatter. Really want him to tap out so we can... Oh, that'll bite. I'm going for it. It happened. I'm gonna immediately take advantage. No. No card. Didn't get it. Did not hit a creature. Boo hoo. Your advice to kill him is to kill him and don't die. It's a fail-safe strat that you like to use. I like it. I like it. Alright, so he is going to tap out. I'll give him the anticipate. Bad, but whatever. There's another Izaret. I guess we go poison tipped archer. I mean, Karn's brutal. He's also got an anticipate we know about. Spyglass. What are you gonna? Ooh, did I not uptick her? I don't think I did. What are you calling? What are you calling now that you've seen my hand? Call Izaret, dude. Ah, he called Vivian. Cast down or cast down? Which one would we like to give him? Okay, okay. He hasn't cast down yet? Nope. I keep doing that wrong. I'll make this trade. What? If I would hit a land, I would just flat out paid for it. We really need a black source here. There's that anticipate. We do know he still has a cast down though. There's no way this survives. Leyline Prowler. I mean, he knows we have a Zareth though. I guess, I mean, cast down doesn't kill Zareth. Arrgh. We're getting there. I guess I could have still cast that at instant speed, but he was tapped out, so I think that was the proper time to go for it. Can't uptick now. He could have zeroed. Ooh, what does he do? There's a Karn. Can we get away with a, like, just advantage here though? Because he can't essence scatter this. Like, we know he still has an essence scatter that we're trying to play around because we have to get our stuff on the battlefield. Ooh, there's a swarm. That's her. Poison tipped archer protects stuff though, so I'm kind of liking poison tipped archer here. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Which one's more important to hurt? I mean, he's got a ton of card advantage, so I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll attack Tezzeret. And we'll get our poison-tipped archer back. Maybe play Vraska. I mean, maybe that's... I think Vraska's the turn that... we use that on a turn that he's, like, holding up Essence Scatter. And go for that. So, yeah, we're going to go for the poison-tipped archer here. And plus it enters battlefield before like, he declares block, so we'll drain him a little bit if he does block. Yay! Q to go make dinner. Peace out. Peace out, madness. If you guys stop in a little bit later tonight, we're going to be playing a blue-black control deck. Blue-black controls the showcase deck for tonight. Pretty sweet deck. It I like it. We're gonna be playing it. We'll talk about it more later, but that's the deck that we have coming up tonight. I know we don't play a lot of control because control is not one of the things you really want to watch, but we're gonna play some control. Ooh, he's trying to hurt us. He wants to hurt us. Well, I do have to continue to attack these things. I mean, should I just send everything at Karn or everything at Big Tez? Master at the bridge? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can always cast this down if, well, you can do that next turn. Wow, 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 wow. All of that just happened. Alright, well, we're killing stuff. That technically saves us life by getting rid of artifacts, so. What exactly do I get from manatraders for $10? You get that's their smallest package. I'll let manatraders deal with that. I don't want to make promises, right? But you basically you get access to up to $100 budget on a deck, and if you've ever played on Magic Online, cards don't cost the same as they do in paper. Like I want to say on Magic Online, like this deck was only like $4 or something like that. Like so, if you would have spent like real money, you could have bought this whole deck for like $4 or $5. But then again, there'll be certain cards that are more expensive on Magic Online than they will be in paper, like Arclight Phoenix. Because Magic Online is a big modern community, and whatever's popular in modern will probably be more expensive. So there's that. But then again, if you get you know, one of the other packages, I mean, a modern deck's like a $1,200 deck, so you can play those decks with the medium package. Which is, it's pretty sweet. But anyway, like they've got everything laid out on their website, and just know that if you do sign up with manatraders, like use the coupon code in the description box, man. It saves you 15%, and there's like no point in not saving the money. So yeah, do it. Oh, come on, dude! Phyrexian scriptures here. Yeah. Duress, he's got all the things that could ever be a thing. Can we even begin to beat this and the board state? I did it. The classic Duress and Scoop. Alright? He's just got too much. Don't want none. Nope. Just look at his hand and be like, nope. Oh. Our opponent can sit over there and laugh at that one, but yeah. All in all, what did I think of the Vraska Deathtouch deck? I think it's a great deck to have built for $20, right? Like, we're always wanting to get people into paper Magic and, you know, and bring a friend to Magic and things like that. For $20, you can have an extra deck laying around that is feasible. It's feasible, right? Like, just here, man. Here's my extra deck. Take it to F&M tonight. Take it to Wednesday Magic. Whatever you do at your LGS, and just go have some fun. It'd be a great little deck to just have laying around. Wouldn't cost you a lot to build. So yeah, check it out. Yeah, MTGO is getting some upgrades. Like they're Modern Horizons definitely Wizards put some work in with MTGO, and I think it had a lot to do with Modern Horizons. You know, now because you can get Modern Horizons, you can play all of those Modern Horizons cards on MTGO. They have them. Manatraders has them. Like, so you don't have to go buy a bunch of Modern Horizons packs. So I mean, just it's pretty sweet. If you would pay for Netflix, why wouldn't you pay for your Magic subscription, right? Because once you buy MTGO is like free from that point forward, and you'll have a collection that you'll always have, right? Like, you can buy cards, you can trade cards, you can sell cards. It's pretty sweet system. So, like the bots, like you buy a ticket and then you can sell that ticket to a bot, and that bot will give you a card for it or something like that. But you can buddy list that bot, and like say that card only costs 50 cents, but the ticket was worth $1 because tickets are worth $1. You just go back to that bot next time, and that bot like has store credit for you. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, the menus are much more organized. You are right. Note: I use my girlfriend's Netflix. Fair enough. Another thing, we can be here in the tournament practice area, right? And we can talk about the deck that we're going to be playing. So we don't even have to go over to the collection or the construction part of it. So that's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Plus, in MTGO, you have access to every card art that has been printed since like a long time. I don't know. It's longer than I know. Longer than I've been playing. And you can get cards in foil and non-foil. MTGO is where, like, I love MTGO. I do. Like, because I actually like paper Magic, and this lets me feel more like I'm playing paper Magic. Even though I don't use it much, you can also actually chat with the people you're playing with against. So like, if you see this interesting deck and you want to ask someone about their deck a little bit, you can actually chat to them. That doesn't mean they're going to reply, but they could, and like, you might even make a friend. Speaking of friend, there are buddy lists. We have an MTGO clan, where we have members of the community that are currently not online. Like some of you guys may know SD Jizza, right? He is a member of the community here. We have a clan. Blob Boy Justin, that's Justin Clay there. So you know, we've got some players that are in the community and things like that. And if you want to like join, they're called clans on here. I kind of wish they were called guilds, right? But they're called like or test groups. That would be nice. But clan was the old way to do things, like back in, you know, like StarCraft 2, or when StarCraft first came out, and you don't hear it much more. So anyway, that if you want to join something like this, you can. Just ask me here in chat, and I'll send you an invite. Anyway, that is the Devs deck. I really like this deck. I think it'd be a great $20 purchase to have laying around. Also, you know, you get to teach some people some stuff with Deathtouch, right? Like, it's a keyword that a lot of people don't know a lot about. Like, if you can give something first strike in Deathtouch, it pretty much can't be killed. Not in combat anyway. Like, just bam! Like, you got to have something else with first strike to even be able to fight with it. So, because it doesn't matter. Deathtouch and Trample, you just apply 1 point of damage, no matter how big the toughness is. You just have to apply lethal. Deathtouch, Trample, and the blocking creature has indestructible. You still only have to put 1 point of damage on them. All other damage tramples over. So like, there's some really cool effects, and you don't get to play with that a lot. But you know, learning some Deathtouch mechanics is always great. So I really did enjoy the deck. And again, we've got blue-black control coming up later tonight. It is one of the MPL decks that I'm going to butcher her name, so I'm not going to say it, but it's the lady from Australia who recently entered the MPL. She had a really sweet looking blue-black control deck this last week, and I wanted to play it for you guys, so we're going to be playing that blue-black control later tonight. That's what we got. My name's Eric. I hope you all enjoyed our Devs deck live stream. If you're watching the replay, thank you for making it this long. Also, if you want to like and subscribe, that helps out a ton. And if you want to help out over on Patreon, you can do that as well. That's all I've got. Stay awesome, and we'll see you next time here on Sideboard MTG.